to Cooking with the Cotters. Today's segment will feature as a sequel to our previous segment on lentils. This segment will be on cooking chicken curry.
Hi, and here's the chicken we're going to be using for today's meal. Right over here, you can see all of our ingredients that we're going to be using for today's meal. Right here we have 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of paprika, 2 teaspoons of coriander, 2 teaspoons of cumin powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic, another 2 teaspoons of ginger, 3 teaspoons of roasted curry powder, and we've got some curry leaves over here, an onion, and of course our chicken.
But what about the coconut?
No more coconut.
Oh? And here is the chicken we'll be using for today's chicken curry. We have a chicken here, his name is Barney. Why don't you say hello to the viewers, Barney? G'day viewers, how's it going? As you can see, Barney is able to communicate with our viewing audience, even though he has no head.
Over here, we can see that we're getting rid of all the excess fat on our friend Barney. You'll be okay, Barney, don't worry. Just getting all that around there. Looks good to me.
In this next phase, we'll be dismembering our friend Barney, starting with his legs. Dislocate one leg.
Ooh.
Dislocate another leg. Nicely dislocated.
How you feeling, Barney?
No! Sorry, mate. We're gonna do your wings too.
Oh, poor Barney. Look at the splits now.
And now the cutting begins. So, viewers, now comes the time where we cut up our friend Barney, the actual dismemberment of all his limbs. As you can see, Barney was apparently he was an ex-gymnast, very flexible in his young age, being a young chicken that he was. We only kill the young ones. What we're going to do is take our big knife and cut through, take off one of his legs. We may as well make it even and cut off his other leg as well. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then we take off his wings, since he's not going to go anywhere. 1 and 2. Now, as you can see, Barney is limbless. So if we threw him into a pool of water, his name would no longer be Barney, it would be Bob. And here we have the disassembly of Bob. Here are the excess fat pieces we trimmed off at the start. Here are the limbs and pieces of his body. And now here is the breast meat, which I'm going to separate with the final cut with my cleaver.
Now, we'll dice our onion. Don't try this at home, kids. I'm a trained professional. Nice.
Now we're going to add some oil to our pot over here, where we can brown the curry leaves and also brown our onions. We start by pouring in about 2 tablespoons full of oil, like so. Place the cap back on the container, put it out of the way. Now we normally wait for this to get a bit hot, but we've had the pot on the stove for a little bit, so it's already a bit hot. Just gently coax these nicely, expertly chopped onions into said pot. Take our spoon off the spoon rest, give it a bit of a stir, and what we're looking for is to get these onions a little bit sort of like golden translucent brown. Once that starts to happen, we'll take about that much, and a little bit more. These are dried curry leaves, you can use fresh ones if you want. I like the dry ones because you can smash them all up. Gets out more of that flavour. It's tiny, it's almost like powder at this point. And spread that through. And then come back to our spoon and saute the mix. And here we can see we have our beautifully sauteed onions, that nice translucent colour we talked about earlier. And now all we need to do is turn the stove down a little bit, around medium. And we're going to take our friend, formerly known as Barney, now known as Bob, and place him into the pot, like so. His dismemberment will be our rememberment for a beautiful and delicious tasting chicken curry.
Okay, now it's time to add all of our spices. We'll take all these right here and dump them in, one by one. And to finish it off with our garlic and ginger, just spoon that all in there. And then we'll give it a bit of a stir, and we just keep going.
Hang on, what about the coconut?
I keep telling you, no more fucking coconut.
Huh? So now that we've been basting poor old Barney, formerly known as Barney, now known as Bob, we're going to add some water to the process. Probably start off with about a cup of water. Just to add some fluids, make it a little bit more wet, get all those ingredients absorbed by his headless So we've just finished basting our little friend here, and I've added 1.5 cups of water. The next step we need to do is to add about 1.5 tablespoons of salt. I just estimate, like that. And the salt helps it pick up all those unique spicy flavours.
Now, let's get a taste of this delicious chicken curry. Alright, pour some in a spoon. Give it a couple blows. Oh, delicious.